Hey guys, what is going on here? Joel back with you, and welcome to Back in the Day. Today I'm going to do something a little bit different. This is actually going to be a video response to Retro Death, who had actually done a video response to one of, I guess, one of the channels he subscribed to. And it was, I think, Emily Herwig. I think was the name of her channel. She's a massive metalhead. I checked out some of her stuff. She's a guitar player, a big metalhead. Does a lot of kind of playthroughs of songs. She had done a video though of her favorite non-metal albums. So Tom from Retro Death, whom you guys have heard me talk about before on numerous occasions, Tom has been one of the biggest supporters of my channel, and I can't thank him enough for that. I mean, I'm such a small fish. Tiny fish, actually, in such a massive sea of YouTubers. So, I mean, Tom's support really does mean a lot to me. But Tom had actually done his own video showcasing his favorite non-metal albums. And when I responded to that, I was like, dude, you've really inspired me. You've given me the idea for my next video. And he's really looking forward to it. I told him I was going to have to tweak this, though. So I don't have a whole lot of non-metal albums. I mean, anybody that knows me knows I'm a massive metalhead. And there is, unfortunately, this big stigma within the metal community, or at least some within the metal community. It's a very small, small faction, but I mean, they exist nonetheless. And as you're not allowed to admit that you like anything else other than metal. And I mean, guys like that, honestly, I have a video idea that I want to do, in regards to that. It kind of involves that a little bit, something that's a conversation for a later date. But I'm not a metalhead who strictly listens to metal. Now, I used to be just balls out, hey, if it's not metal, it sucks. As you get older, I mean, I'm 41 now, and as you get older, you kind of start realizing, you start needing nostalgic and things of that nature, and you start enjoying more music that you didn't enjoy, I guess, when you were younger and a little bit more impetuous. So, yeah, anyways, Tom's video, he basically was like, hey, I'm not going to mention anything that I don't own, da-da-da-da-da, and I was like, all right, well, hey, here's where it goes for me, though. I only have, 2 non-metal CDs. Everything else is, digitally downloaded. And in regards to that as well, I don't have many non-metal albums. I mean, for me, I've got a ton of songs on here that are non-metal songs. So for me, it was okay, why don't I tweak it to just non-metal songs? It's just because I haven't bought whole albums. Some of it, I guess, more contemporary non-metal artists, I like certain songs. Some I do have full albums on. I've got two full albums, but I will, I'm going to get into that. So the rules for me are, hey, I've got the songs digitally downloaded, because like I said, I only own 2 CDs, and I really don't buy CDs anymore. I've kind of gone from, I digitally download a lot of stuff, or if I do buy a CD, I throw it into iTunes, and then it gets, loaded into my iPod here. And then the CD gets thrown back into its case, and then it's back down into a tote that I have in my basement. Just because, I mean, I ended up getting, my wife and I broke down and made our leap to the 21st century a couple of months ago, and we got smartphones. So, I mean, now, when I'm at the gym, I don't even use this. I just use the smartphone for, for iHeartRadio or for YouTube. And then this is, in the car, because, I don't, we share 2 gigs of data. It's not unlimited data, so I can't, if that were the case, I probably wouldn't even have this anymore. I would just, digitally listen to everything, or, stream everything. So anyways, I think I've blabbered enough, or babbled enough about this. So I'm going to get into, when I reach an album, I'll tell you the full album. Most of these are just going to be non-metal songs. So sit back, hope you enjoy the ride. So let me get this turned on and set up. All right, so I'm going to go to my artists, and hope that focuses. There. So as you can see, first one right here that pops out, so I have Alice in Chains, Anthrax, Bea Miller. Bea Miller is a pop artist. Hasn't really reached, I guess, the echelons of Taylor Swift or Katy Perry or anything like that. But the song on here is a song called Fire and Gold. It's got a really kicking beat, and I think she's got a fantastic voice. So it's just one that I heard, and I was like, damn, that's really good. I downloaded it. Here, Bruce Hornsby and the Range, this song Mandolin Rain. Now, funny thing is, like, this song was released in the mid 80s, like 86 was when this song came out. This song was considered a pop song. You listen to it by today's, pop standards, and it's not a pop song at all. It's beautifully orchestrated, just very well written. Bruce Hornsby is a phenomenal songwriter, so I put that on there. Casting Crowns. Casting Crowns, this is actually a Christian praise and worship band, and the song on here, Praise You in the Storm, was a song that I heard on the radio right after my mom passed away, and it was one that was very instrumental and kind of helping me deal with things. So I threw that on there. Chris August. This is actually a full album, The Downside of Up. He is a praise and worship Christian singer. I had heard one of his songs on Christian radio. I really liked it. My wife bought me the CD, and it turns out the whole CD is really, really good. So yeah, definitely. It's not rocking at all. It's like very like contemporary Christian music. The Clarks, I don't know necessarily. They're more of a kind of like a rock band. This is their cover of Bruce Springsteen's "The River" was that song. Danny Gokey. Danny Gokey is another contemporary Christian artist. The song here, Hope in Front of Me, a really, really fantastic song. Those of you may not have known, he was actually a contestant on American Idol some years back. I don't think he won, but yeah, I heard his voice. He got a great voice. The song is really good. Days of the New. Death Cab for Cutie, I don't know if they're kind of emo. There's a couple of songs, Soul Meets Body and Follow You Into the Dark are the two songs that I have on here. I think they're really good. I don't know if Death Cab for Cutie, though, is considered a rock band. But to me, it's definitely, it's not metal. Not metal by any means. So, oops. And then, obviously here, Eagles. Eagles more of a rock, southern rock band, but that's Lion Eyes, which I love that song. Boy, Glenn Frey was a fantastic vocalist. Just the Eagles in general I think are a really good band. Like I said, they're more of a southern rock band, but this, Lion Eyes is definitely not a rock song. Elton John. Wow, Tiny Dancer is the song that I have on here. I like the song. Yeah, Elton John's a fantastic performer. Fleetwood Mac, I guess, is another band that would kind of fall into maybe that somewhat rock thing. This is Little Lies is that song. There's a lot from Fleetwood Mac that I like. I'll tell you what, though. My wife's friend that she works with, you have to excuse me, I just ate a little while ago, so of course I'm getting the whole stupid throat thing going on. My wife's friend, Rainey, who... this thing is really starting to irritate me. My wife is actually her matron of honor in her wedding. Well, her fiance, Josh, had me listen to Peter Green's Fleetwood Mac. Wow. That is fantastic. So, I mean, obviously there's two different types of Fleetwood Mac, and both of them, I think, are really good. It's hard to say which is better, though. Gin Blossoms was kind of a mid-90s alternative, but definitely that's not a metal band by any means. This is really, really getting irritating. James Taylor, Greatest Hits. I have this full album. This album is fantastic. I love James Taylor. James Taylor is such a fantastic songwriter. I actually did not really pay full attention to James Taylor, and sometime in late 1997, I remember watching VH1. I'd get up in the morning and I popped the TV on. VH1 at the time had Storytellers, and there was one with James Taylor, and I remember watching him, and I was just blown away by how good of a guitar player he was, and just the songs I thought were fantastic. So, yeah. Keith Urban, I have one song in here, Summer Comes Around. That's, obviously he's a country artist. This song is so well written. Keith Urban is by... People don't understand, though, how good of a guitar player Keith Urban actually is. I mean, country aside, there's a lot of country, especially the new, bro country, that is really friggin' lame. But, yeah, this song has such a... there's something about the main riff in it that just... I don't know why. The song was released in, I think, 2008 or 2009, but for some reason, that guitar part always takes me back to 1992. And, here, Cutlass... They're another contemporary Christian band. Really enjoy that song. Here's one for you, Madonna. I love the song "This Used to Be My Playground," and that's what's on here. That was one that my mom liked too, so it was kind of a connection that I had with her as well. But that song always takes me back to the summer of '92, which was really, I would have to say, in my adolescence, was probably the best summer of my life. Michael Bublé. Michael Bublé. Michael Bublé. I mean, what can you say? I mean, the guy is so much like not a Sinatra clone, but I mean, just a phenomenal voice. And I don't like everything that Michael Bublé does, but this song "Everything" is just really good. Newsboys. They're another contemporary Christian. They're more Christian rock, but that's yeah. I guess I would. It's because it's a Christian band, you know. I guess. Oh man, this is really getting irritating. Here we go. Here's two of them. Phil Collins and Richard Marx. Phil Collins, the song on here is Another Day in Paradise. I love that song. It is so beautifully well written. There's a lot from Phil Collins I like. Same with Richard Marx. This is actually Hazard Part 1. There's a lot of Richard Marx that I like, and a lot of Richard Marx that I need to get. But Another Day in Paradise, that always, every time I hear that song, it reminds me of late 1989, that starting into the Christmas season. That song was all over MTV, and wow, like it just makes me think of playing video games and getting my Nintendo for Christmas. So, Santana, that's not really... Ooh, here we go. Tori Amos. This song on here is sort of Fairy Tale, but there was a lot of older Tori Amos stuff that I've heard that I really do dig. I think she is a fantastic songwriter. She's a beautifully haunting voice. She's a little on the eccentric side, but I guess that kind of maybe just adds to her charm. And then Tracy Chapman. Tracy Chapman's fantastic. I like Tracy Chapman all the way back when I first heard Fast Car back in 1988. I thought that was... that song grew on me, and this song is actually Space Between, which is a really, really good song. Actually, Tracy Chapman, for some odd reason, reminds me of Michonne from The Walking Dead. Train, they're kind of a poppy rock band. The one song on here, not 99 Ways to Die, 1,000 Ways to Say Goodbye, I think is the song. 50 Ways to Say Goodbye. I don't know, just like that song. And then various artists. I think that's got... Yeah, here we go. City on a Hill, that is actually a contemporary Christian... it's an album, but... Caedmon's Call is the name of the group, and the song is called The Gathering. Really, really good song. This is actually off the Starsky and Hutch. This one here, Starsky and Hutch. It's the soundtrack. It's actually Starland Vocal Band, Afternoon Delight. How much of an unmetal song could you possibly get than that? I mean, that is just... It's almost embarrassing to admit, but I'll tell you what, I love that song. It's a fantastic... I always think of PCU when Jeremy Piven locks the Board of Deans in that party, and he puts that on repeat, and then towards the end it shows them throwing the CD player out the window. And then The Walking Dead, various artists, is actually Lauren Cohen and Emily Kinney singing The Parting Glass, which is a really, really good song. An old Irish drinking song, I believe. Weird Al Yankovic, definitely. Weird Al just, I mean, that's one thing like a metalhead is not going to call you out on. And then here, Zac Brown Band, the song Colder Weather. Colder Weather, to me, it sounds like one of those songs that could have been easily written by Elton John. Just really, really, really good song. Actually, Zac Brown Band, I haven't heard any of their newer stuff. Most of what I've heard of the Zac Brown Band I like. Just really good songwriters altogether. But yeah, and then 311. But yeah, that was essentially my entire list of. I'm gonna shut this off. There. So that's kind of my list of my favorite non-metal songs, non-metal albums. Like I said, there's a shit ton more that I could very easily have put on there, but I don't have them. One thing that I'm a big sucker for, and I will admit it, is 80s and 90s pop. In fact, had a buddy of mine over for a barbecue the other Saturday night, and I was sitting drinking and listening to 90s pop. I mean, I just have a very soft spot. I think it's the older you get, the more nostalgic you get, and I think it's true for most people. And I think if you're going to deny that, you're lying to yourself. And then there's just some people that are just dicks, and they'll look down on you no matter what you listen to. So, the way I look at it is, you know what? I may not like what you listen to, but I'm not gonna ridicule you for it. I mean, I might, kind of like question, like, man, how the hell could you possibly like that? That is garbage. But hey, different tastes make the world go round. Not everybody likes what I listen to, and I'm obviously not going to like what everybody else listens to. So that being said, I hope you guys have a great day. It is 3 days before Easter. Hope everybody has a wonderful Good Friday and a happy, blessed Easter. And I will catch you guys on the next video. Actually, I might be making one on Saturday. So I guess we will see. But you guys have a great day.